everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and you have found my page probably because you're into project panning. And today we are doing a project pan update on my 2021 project. So if you're interested in seeing how I'm doing in my project, go ahead and stay tuned. This update is coming at you a little bit late. I kept meaning to film my April update number 3, and it just kept getting later and later in the month. So I am just, I guess, doing a 2-month update here. This will be my May update. It's still update number 3, but there have been 2 months that have gone by since my last update. So maybe we'll be seeing a little bit more progress than we normally would. And hey, that's not a bad thing, right? So I'll be going through all of my items in my project and letting you know how I'm doing on them. My goal on most of these products is to use them up so that I can go through my makeup collection and reduce my makeup inventory throughout the year. I'll be going through them all individually, telling you how much I've used. Maybe some of them I'll be rolling out and bringing in something new. And yeah, that's about it. Without further ado, I just want to get right into this because I just want to get this filming done, you know, get this video up and ready and out there for all of you. If you like my earrings today, they're from a really adorable independent creator. Her name is Femme De Bloom and I follow her on Instagram, so I will link her down below, and she makes adorable earrings and really cute Disney merchandise as well. So if you're into Disney, you'll find lots of cute earrings there and pins and other stuff too. So I will link her, you can check her out. And my candle here is from my friend's company, Lucky Number Candles. This is her Extra Lucky collection. I'm burning number 6, which is a beautiful gardenia smell. And inside is citrine, which is good for creativity and self-expression. So I thought that was appropriate for filming a video today with all of you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through my products, and I'm gonna kind of go through order with where I put them on the face. I pretty much have an item for each step in my makeup routine to keep things, you know, easy for me and help me to go through this project without thinking too much about it. So we will start with my primer that's in my collection. I've been working on the Honest Beauty Everything Primer. I rolled this in 2 months ago, and when I rolled it in, it was 27.87 grams, and it is now at 21.4 grams. So I've used 6.47 grams, and this is what she's looking like now. You can see I'm definitely using quite a bit of this. I'm getting pretty low, and I've been enjoying this primer. It's pretty easy to use. It doesn't interfere with any other of my other products. It's supposed to be good for mattifying, prepping, and priming the skin. And it does, I think, do a good job of priming my skin for makeup. It smooths just a little bit. It definitely has a mattifying I don't know if it has like a very extreme mattifying effect, but for me, I don't really need a lot of that. So I think it's just generally a good primer, and for me, I'm not super picky with primers, and you know, this is something that I just kind of want to use up and get out of my collection. I probably won't be repurchasing it, but I'm enjoying it while I'm using it. So that one is going to stay in. I think that maybe in the next month or 2 we can finish that up. The next product I've been working on has been my concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I used up in the past 2 months 0.84 more grams, and I was able to empty this product. So I had removed the stopper. I was kind of scraping the sides. I was using a brush to dip down in there and get the product, but now it is completely empty, and this is what it looks like. It's, you know, all been scraped down. The wand is dry and clean. The inside is empty completely, and I will say this feels incredibly satisfying because there is a huge amount of product in these tubes, and it's very, very, very pigmented, as everybody in the whole planet knows. And I used up the whole thing, and it took me, what, 2 years? I didn't use this concealer every day, so, you know, it's not a huge surprise that it took me a long time. But I'm so happy that it's out of my collection. This is not a product that I'm like in love with. It's fine. I think it's kind of had its heyday, and now it's moved out because people are, you know, changing their preferences. So this is going to go into my empties bin, and we're rolling in a new product, and surprise, surprise, I don't want to shock anybody. I mean, maybe this is a little boring for you. It's a little boring for me, I will admit, but we're going to roll in my other Tarte Shape Tape. And, you know, we'll just watch this progress go by as we did the other one. And it actually gives me a good starting point. I kind of have an idea of how long that concealer took to get used up since I've already done it. And I'm going to do it again with this one. And this one actually might go a little bit faster even because this shade is a lot closer to my skin tone than the last shade. The last shade was much more of a brightening shade for me. This one's a lot closer to my skin tone, so I can use it under my eyes, but I also can use it on other places of my face, like my cheeks where I have hyperpigmentation, or just wherever I want extra coverage. So that one will maybe go a little bit faster. I want to find out. Hold on. I was doing the math trying to figure out how long it took me to use that Tarte Shape Tape. Keep it all in this notebook here. I'm very organized. I was working on it before January, but I really started measuring in January of this year when I started my official YouTube project. And it weighed in at, it was like 22.42 grams. And now it's at 16.5 grams. So that means I used, what, about 5.9 grams. Am I doing that right? Around there, around 6 grams. So that means it took me 4 months to use 6 grams of product. And this one comes in weighing in at, I brought it into my project at 24.43 grams, and it now weighs, that was back in April when I meant to film this update, and now it weighs 22.48 grams. So I've already used 1.95 grams of product. So that's about a gram a month. Well, no, that's more than a gram per month. Sorry if my math is all over the place. Just stay with me here. It's all, you know, I'm just rounding. It's all estimates here. But, you know, if it took me 4 months to use up 6 grams of product, that means that hopefully I should be able to get through this concealer. Even though it started a little bit heavier, I should be able to get through it in maybe 4 or 5 months. That's a reasonable amount of time for me in a project pan, and I'll be happy to get this second Tarte Shape Tape out of my collection so that I will just be done with Tarte Shape Tape for the rest of my life, because I'm at a stage in my life where heavy concealers like this don't really do the best thing for my maturing skin. So anyways, this one is staying in. This is what I'm rolling in after finishing up that other Tarte Shape Tape, and we already have a good start to it. So excited to see how fast we can use that one up. We're going to talk about my foundation next. I've been working on the L'Oreal Infallible Freshware foundation, and this is weighing in this month at 83.82 grams, which means that in the past 2 months I have used up 3.18 grams. And I say 2 months, it's really been more like a month and 3 weeks, because I had a little bit of a late update in March and I have a little bit of an early update now. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. But anyways, I've used 3.18 grams, and we're actually getting pretty low. I was able to make a new mark on my foundation, and I don't use this every day. I mostly just use the Tarte Shape Tape for the coverage that I need, and then I, on most days, cover that with a loose powder or a powder foundation, and that will be like my coverage for the day. A day I'm staying home and I'm around people where I'm not wearing a mask, you know, like other vaccinated friends, I will wear a foundation, and this is, of course, the one that I've been reaching for, and I do, again, love this foundation. I would repurchase this if I was in the market for a foundation, which I'm not. But anyways, it's getting really low. It's all the way down there, so I'm hoping that in the next couple months, hopefully over the summer, I'll be able to use this. It is a great summer foundation, so I'm happy to have it in for warmer months. It'll be, you know, long lasting. It'll be a great option for me. I'm making steady progress on it. So yeah, that one's going to stay in as well. The next product we're going to talk about is the powder foundation that was in my project. It was the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation Illumination in the shade medium, and it looks like this. And last month I had it repressed, and it was like a very, very thin layer. Since the last update, I was able to use 1.4 grams more of product, and I actually was able to completely use it up. And there it is. Is this not the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? An empty pan. I think it's pretty nice to look at, and it feels satisfying. Actually, this was a great product. I would repurchase this if it was on sale. I think I mentioned that before. It's like $36 or more full price, so I would never pay that for a powder now in my life, knowing what I know and knowing that there's better options out there. But I would repurchase this if I got it like half off, or, you know, had a coupon or something like that, if I needed it, again, if I was in the market, which I'm not. And yeah, we're gonna roll that one out, and that means we get to bring in a new powder. I'm gonna just roll in a powder again because, of course, I need a powder in my makeup routine. And the product that we are going to roll in is one of my favorites in my collection. We're gonna roll in the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. The Charlotte Tilbury Airless, it's hard to say that. Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Finish. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. In the shade medium. And this is a product that I already have pan on. I kind of hit pan unexpectedly. So that's what she's looking like now. So you have quite a pretty big pan on there. And this is kind of something I've been unofficially panning the past, I don't know, 6 to 9 months. I rolled it in when I finished the It Cosmetics powder about a month ago, but I haven't been using it on a regular basis. I've really been working on another powder that you'll see soon in my project. So it rolled in at 57.09 grams. It's now weighing 57.07 grams. I think I've used it once or twice. So I used 0.02 grams in those 2 uses. It's going to be a fun product to watch because it already has that pan that we can quickly expand, and also, you know, it's just a great product that I really enjoy using, so it'll be fun to reach for it every day. All right, so the next product that we have been working on have been the powders from my NYX Contour Palette, and this has been an evolving product that has been depotted and repackaged and repressed and combined. So it's gone through a lot of changes through this project, so I'll kind of try and show you the evolution of those changes if I can in this video. I'll show you what it was looking like last month. I was working on the 2 bronzer shades and the highlight shade that I had made, the Franken highlight shade. And since that update, I had merged the 2 bronzer shades together into one and used them as a single bronzer. And I actually finished up that bronzer completely. So both bronzers are gone. And the Franken powder that I had made, I have almost finished. So here's what it's looking like. So there's just a little bit of product in the edges of the pan. You can see it there a little bit. And this pan is completely empty. And there's another pan that was also emptied that I have put another product in since. So I'm not going to show it to you. But that's where we are. And I'm so tempted just to roll this out and preemptively roll something in for when I finish this. But I think for now I'll just wait until the next update and roll it in then and just focus on this little powder in the meantime. And that shouldn't be long. Hopefully that'll be done in like a week. I've been using that to set under my eyes, and I've been using it to set all over my face. And it's not the best product for that, but for the purposes that I'm using it for, it's been working just fine. So we're going to continue to do that until it's gone. And then we'll have to bring in something new since I already kind of have a powder. So maybe I'll bring in like a contour product. I don't know. We'll think about it, and I'll update you on the next video. But as far as usage of that product goes, I did make sure to weigh the empty pans and everything, so I had a good accurate reading of the amount of product used. We went from 8.7 grams of product to 6.12 grams of product, using up 2.15 grams. The next product we're going to talk about is like my headache product. I knew that this was going to be a challenge coming in, and I'm really starting to feel a little exhausted by working on this product. It is the Tarte Party Blush, and this is a blush that I'm just not super in love with. It's fine for every day, but it just doesn't give me the impact that I really prefer when it comes to a blush. I like an impactful pigmented blush. That's just kind of my style. I like a blushy look. This is hard to achieve with the Tarte Party Blush. So anyways, I'll show you what it was looking like. This product did have to be repressed, and it's okay for now, but it'll probably have to be repressed again soon. Anyways, it's weighing in last month at 2.8 grams. Now it's at 2.45. So we've used 0.35 grams of product, and here's what she's looking like. And you can see we have hit pan again and expanded it quite a bit. There's a thin layer of blush all over that pan, but I do not expect this to go quickly. I think this will probably be my project for the foreseeable future, and I don't know if I will be focusing on the blush again. I don't know. At least maybe if it was a blush that I was more excited about, it would be easier to have it in my project, but I'm gonna push through. I'm just interested to see how long it takes me to use this up. Wish me luck. This next product really makes me regret not filming an update, because in that update, I would have shown you that I had hit pan on it. I was super excited. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the Becca Highlighter that I rolled in at my last update. And when I rolled it in, it was weighing in 61.12 grams, and it looked like this right here. And now it's weighing in at 60.76 grams, and I have used 0.36 grams of product, so almost half a gram. And I have actually hit pan in about a month, quicker than I expected to. And since then, I have expanded the pan quite dramatically. This is like the most pan I've ever had in a highlighter, so I'm pretty proud of myself in this scenario. There's something about pan in a highlighter that just hits different. Does anybody know what I mean? It just feels a little bit extra satisfying. So I love this highlighter. It's perfect for every day. I'm gonna keep it in my project at least through the spring. I'm happy with the amount of pan I have on it, and kind of want to see how much more I can expand that pan in these spring months. And then in the summer, my plan is to bring in a more, golden summery highlight to the project, maybe, or bring in something else. I don't know, we'll see. So we're gonna keep her in for now and continue to get use on her and enjoy her. The next product we're gonna talk about, I keep forgetting to use, so it's kind of been a slow go. And this is what happened last time when I had one of these in. We're going to talk about the Tartis Pro Glow Liquid Highlighter. I've been trying to mix this in with foundation when I think of it. It's been warming up a little bit, so if I'm showing skin, like wearing short sleeves or like a lower cut blouse, I might like put it on my décolleté or my neck or my shoulders or something like that. Just trying to remember to use it at every opportunity. When we rolled it in, it was weighing 20 grams. And now it is at 18.83 grams, so that means we've used 1.17 grams of product, and you can see it's starting to pinch down a little bit. If I focused on this, I could use it up pretty fast. If I just mixed it in with moisturizer, that would be a really easy way to do it. So maybe I need to move where I keep this so that I, have it in a more visual spot where I'll just be reminded of it more. Maybe I'll try that. So yeah, that one's gonna stay in. And it has kind of a road to go, so we'll see how that goes. The next product we're going to talk about is another slow and steady product, but at least this one's a little bit more enjoyable to use for me. This is the Benefit Ka-Brow Brow Pomade in the shade number 3, and this has been in my project for a long time. I have been working on getting it down, obviously. So last update, this was weighing 28.69 grams, and right now it's weighing 28.59 grams. So I was able to use 0.1 grams of product. And here's what it's looking like. You can see that pan at the bottom looks pretty much the same, but I've really been working on bringing down the sides of the product. But weight is really going to be the more obvious way of tracking this one, because it's just such a slow, you use such a little amount when you do your brows. So this one, again, I think this will probably be in through the end of the project. Will I ever finish this product? I don't know. Like, it might dry out completely before I'm able to use this up. And I do revive it here and there with the Duraline to, re-moisturize it. But I feel like it's getting drier and drier each time I try to do that. So I don't know. It still works fine. It's what's in my brows today. Pretty much all these products are on my face today. But it works fine for what I need it to. So I'm just going to keep using it until it's, not serving the purpose that I need it to anymore. And it'll be fun to watch in the meantime. So again, that little lady is staying in. Okay, and another product that we were able to use up was the Rimmel by Kate lipstick. And I was able to use it up all the way down to the bottom. And then I actually scraped it out and I put it into a pan. It was actually one of those contour pans. And I thought that I could maybe use this as a cream blush or as, just a lipstick to apply when I'm home, just have it in my vanity and apply whenever I think of it. And I thought about continuing to pan it and, you know, just using up the product completely, but I've decided against that. I'm going to call this an empty. I'm still going to continue to use this. For the meantime, I've just been using it as a cream blush, and I actually really like it as a cream blush. It's a great color for me, and it definitely makes that Tarte Party blush more impactful on my cheeks when I use it, so it helps oomph that up. But I'm not going to like try and use up every little amount. I just am ready to say goodbye to this lipstick. I think I got my use out of it. It wasn't an expensive lipstick to begin with, but it was getting, you know, older in my collection. So I'm happy that I was able to use that up. I really enjoyed using it. It was a great everyday shade for me, and I'm going to roll it out. I think it weighed, I didn't get a weight on it because I like emptied it out, and then it's okay. It's okay. We just know that I used it up to the bottom, and we're gonna call that good. And I thought I was gonna roll in a new lipstick, thought I should always have a lipstick in this project, but I've decided against it, at least for now, while we're all wearing masks every day. I just don't wanna be forced to wear a lipstick when it's just gonna get on my mask. So I think what I might do instead is do some kind of like usage goal on certain lipsticks in my collection. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing like a lipstick usage video, different from a project pan. It'd be like a project usage. Is there something like that out there? I'm sure there is. I feel like I've watched those videos. Anyways, we're gonna roll it out as going in the empty bin. Goodbye. Right, okay, so that means we get to roll in one other new product, and since we're not rolling in a lipstick, I thought we'd roll in a bronzer since we used up all of those bronzing powders in the contour palette. And we're gonna roll in one of my favorite bronzers that has been prized in my collection for a couple years now, and to the point where I was not really using it. I was kind of reserving it for special occasions, and I'm done with doing that. I really want to use my makeup, enjoy my makeup, and get the money out of it that I put into it. So with that being said, I'm going to roll in my Hourglass Bronzer, and this is in the shade Radiant Bronze Light. I love, love, love this bronzer, and it's definitely what I'm wearing today. It's very glowy, and I like using this in a combination with like a contour shade to, you know, like really bring out my cheekbones, then use this to just warm up my skin, and even I use it all down my neck and chest as well. So it's really, really pretty. This is what she's looking like now. This thing is like kind of broken, it like falls out of the pan, so I need to fix that so it doesn't like get damaged. But I feel like with this baked formula, this product feels like it's gonna last forever. So I hope that it doesn't, but it'll be interesting to see how long it takes. And with frequent use of this and regular use of it every day, how quickly I'm able to get that mound worked down and hit that pan. I've never hit pan on a baked product before, so this will be an adventure. So come along with me on this ride, friends, and subscribe. Subscribe so you can follow me along on my Hourglass Bronzer journey. Anyways, sorry, I forgot to mention that bronzer is coming into my project. I rolled it in a few weeks ago, again, and when I rolled it in, it was 105.79 grams, and now it is at 105.62 grams. So I've been able to use 0.17 grams in the time that it's been on my project so far. Okay, so that's everything. Those are my updates for my Project Pan 2021 update number 3. I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress on these items, and I hope that you subscribe so that you can follow me along on my Project Pan journey. And you can also check out my Pan Those Eyeshadows videos if you're interested in other projects like this. The look I have on my eyes now is using shades from my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. So if you're interested in seeing the palette that I've been using, I will link that video, and you can check out my Pan Those Eyeshadows playlist. Well, yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed my update, and let me know if you're working on a project. I, of course, am obsessed with project panning, which is why I spend the time to make these videos, so I'd be happy to watch your video. It's endless entertainment for me, and a nice way for me to relax. For some reason, I find those videos very relaxing and soothing, and it's just a way for me to provide some self-care. So thank you. Thank you for all of you out there making these videos, and I hope you enjoyed mine as well. I hope that you are finding some way to take care of yourself out there as well, and the people around you, and just doing something positive for the world. Hope to see you in my next video. Have a great day.